Ha! Hey, what is going on, crypto people? Holy moly, what is going on with the market right now? What the world is going on? We'll go over the numbers because to me, the market is just doing what the market does. We'll get into the numbers. Looks like Ripple is going to be the maker DAO of the XRPL. Looks like Ripple has taken a page or two out of the MakerDAO business ethos. Yeah, and they're going to implement it themselves on the XRPL. Interesting stuff. With the new lending protocol news, this proposal is just falling right in line for Ripple, in my humble opinion, to be the MakerDAO of the XRPL. The great thing about this, however, is most Ripple moves benefit Ripple holders. This will benefit this MakerDAO ethos model, if you will benefit both, obviously, Ripple shareholders, but it will benefit the XRP holder, in my humble opinion. And now listen, I heard a little tidbit from Monica Long, and I'm like, I heard her say that, and I'm like, Then I began thinking about my previous videos, and we keep hearing tokenization from Ripple. I'm thinking previous videos about Maker that I learned from my guy Taiki, and I'm like, yep, it's making sense. So I started doing videos about who's going to be the maker on the XRPL, who's going to be the Uniswap on the XRPL. Well, it turns out, yeah, it's turning out to me, it's looking like to me that the maker DAO of the XRPL is going to be Ripple, because Monica Long is pretty much saying that. And she might have slipped up on this one little 8-second clip. She might have slipped up. I'm going to share with you guys, but I believe she let the cat out of the bag there on who's it going to be. So we're going to get into it. Listen, guys, this is your XRP Ripple daily news in around 0 to 10 minutes. Look, the market is doing what it does. Bitcoin, the total cryptocurrency market cap is 2.33 trillion. Bitcoin dominance is 51%. Bitcoin is trading at 61,000. I mean, just a few seconds ago, it was at 60,700. Now it's a little back up to 61,000. So we'll have to see if we do break 60,000, like I said that we would. In any case, it's not going to matter. In my humble opinion, we got about 9 months, maybe to a year of this bull run, because I believe we've been in a bull run for about 4.5 months, in my opinion. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, that's what it's looking like to me. New all-time high hit early, then the halving, obviously. So yeah, I think this is going to be a little short little thing here in terms of the run. And then, yeah, then there'll be some real discounts on some stuff. So summer's going to be interesting. May, June, a little interesting, in my opinion. And then we'll see what's good. Ethereum, $3,005. It was just under three. Now it's 3,005. Solana's at $132. Well, I'm going to look to see if we're going to get something, cheaper than that, 80 to 90 bucks, 90 to 100 bucks. We'll see. XRP's at 49 cents. If you go through the market, I mean, just double figure edge, 24% down is Polygon, 22% down is Polkadot, 26% down is Bitcoin Cash. These kind of things. Uniswap's down 40%. Yeah, it's down 40%. So interesting stuff for sure. Omni Network, one of the big gainers, according to not big gainers, one of the trending plays is Omni Network. Our guy Kyle's been talking about this. It's down 40%. It's down 40%. The largest gainers is something that I think is interesting in. The largest gain is 40%, 37%. It'd be interesting to check and see what kind of history they got going on and whether or not there's a viable product. But anyway, that's the market. It is just doing what it does, fam. Let me go over some of this Monica Long stuff. But she's been out doing some touring, and they don't send these people out to do stuff just for no reason. Let's take a listen here. to what Monica says. XRP Drop says, Ripple's president, Monica Long, on the macro perspective of this cycle. She's talking at the Web Summit Rio, which is in Brazil. This is real institutional adoption. Some of the biggest brands in financial services like Goldman's, BlackRock, and Fidelity, they actually built their products and offerings in bear markets. I listened to Raoul Paul. He said they all have blockchain Web3 teams. All of them. Goldman's, Fidelity, all of them have these Web3 teams. This stuff is just not going away. What's going to be really different about this year is the institutional embrace and take off. So let's take a listen to Monica say it herself here.
They see the bigger picture at hand. But if we zoom out, what's exciting to me is over the longer arc of time, we're seeing growth and maturity in Web3. And I think a lot of that, and what's really exciting about this latest cycle to me, is real institutional adoption. If you think about it, some of the biggest brands in financial services like Goldman and BlackRock and Fidelity, they actually built their products and offerings in bear markets, meaning they see the bigger picture at hand. So I think that's what's going to be really different about this year is the institutional embrace and takeoff. But if we...
And as the president of Ripple, it's her job to be in the know of what is going on, right? The bigger picture. And this little thing here, I'm going to play this for you. It's 4.5 minutes, but it's important to get every second of it. Because again, she's sharing what we're doing. She's sharing what Ripple's doing. We all know that they've pivoted to doing more on the ledger, which benefits the XRP holders. And that's what we're here for, right? To find out ways to benefit us as XRP holders. And you think about everything that's going on with a DEX that's native, with an automated market maker that's native to the XRPL, with Ripple Stablecoins coming to the market, and now the lending protocol proposal, which will be native to the XRP ledger. And then we can go back to tokenization and their mantra. They've been claiming tokenization for a while now. We have to think about that's coming. Tokenization, compliance, digital identity. It all to me speaks to what Ripple is going to be doing on the XRPL. What Ripple is going to be doing, because there'll be another project on the XRPL, just like Anados Finance, just like DexFi.Pro, just like Orchestra Finance, with the model. They'll have a project on the XRPL. In my opinion, they are moving down the route of the MakerDAO ethos. So just take a listen to this.
Of significance, of the three banks that were kind of the first to fall over the three S's, Silvergate and Signature Bank in the world. So Ripple's in the cryptocurrency blockchain space. And so those two banks in particular were very systemically important to the cryptocurrency ecosystem. It was commonly the two ways to connect the US dollar system into crypto ecosystem. So it had a pretty consequential effect on the whole crypto world and ecosystem. Flash forward to 2024, where we are today, there haven't really been other US banks who have leaned into being a transaction bank of record to different crypto companies. So I think there's an overhang of risk aversion, I would say. And I think that also is somewhat an after effect of the fraud and activity related to FTX and Binance.
I remember at the time speaking to a founder
that, so the very premise of a blockchain is you now have a new financial rail where there's open access all around the world to something that's instantaneous, where you can transfer and move and exchange different forms of value all over the world really quickly and seamlessly. So we've applied it to payments. So exactly your use case of getting money just across the border between Canada and the US in a cost-effective and transparent way. That's exactly the problem that we seek to solve. I would say our business, our network has had the most uptake places where there has been regulatory clarity for licensed financial institutions who are our customers to use a crypto rail. So that's places like Singapore and Dubai and even Europe. 27 countries came together to form the MiCA regulation, which is a common framework to handle crypto assets, whereas the US, there's, you know, a regulatory battlefield between the different agencies to fight for territory.
And do you, crypto industry at large?
I think regulation is good, clear regulation though. So we have kind of chaotic regulatory climate for crypto in the US right now. Companies like Ripple and Coinbase and Circle, we're US based companies, and we actually we hold a really high bar for meeting compliance. The same bar that banks meet for KYC, AML, OFAC, BSA. I mean, we follow all the same standards. In the businesses that are operating outside of the US, where they're performing regulatory arbitrage, you think of the FTXs of the world, that's where you see the trouble. And then there's this kind of political weight thrown into focusing on the fraud cases, whereas the actual really useful use cases for the technology kind of get suffocated.
Everett, I wonder if you can, how will that impact your business?
Yeah, it does feel very cyclical, right? Like a roller coaster, maybe that's a better description. So I've been at Ripple for 11 years. And so I've seen a few of these booms and busts.
Hold on one second here. We don't need her journey. We know about her journey. Come on, what's going on here? There it is. It's interesting stuff. XRP Drops has been doing an excellent job in terms of a value add to the community. I got to tell you, this is really good stuff that he's got here. But his topics in this video with Monica Long is the collapse of crypto-friendly banks, regulatory clarity in the US, or lack thereof, Monica Long's journey at Ripple, tokenized T-bills, #stablecoins, the infrastructure versus user experience, the infrastructure versus user experience. Now, I probably won't get this to play now, but that is very, very interesting, the infrastructure. But let's see if we can't take a listen to when she says this here about the interest, and more of an interest, if you will, between T-bills and stablecoins. If I can get my laptop to cooperate here. This was a very, very interesting statement from her. Let's see if I can't find it. I was like, what did she just say? It's only 8 seconds, but I want you guys to listen to it if I can get it to show up. Okay, here it is right here. XRP Drop says, Ripple's Monica Long stablecoins. Tokenized T-bills are kind of the new preference to stablecoins because you can earn yield on them, right? Because you can earn yield on them. So this led me to something that I was looking into, and I know you guys have been following me and listen. We've been always talking about what's going to be the maker DAO on the XRPL, right? What is that going to look like? So came across this very, very good write-up here on LinkedIn. It says how MakerDAO stands to generate millions in 2024. A couple of highlights here. MakerDAO has an annualized revenue of $200 million in 2023, with 50% coming from tokenized treasury bills. Tokenized treasury bills, right? Take a listen.
Possibly, who knows?
Tokenized T-bills are kind of the new preference to stable coins because you can get yield on them.
In fact,
because you can get yield on them, right? It's hugely important to understand that. Tokenized T-bills. MakerDAO has tokenized $2.5 billion in real-world assets and is an innovative system that gives users the means to borrow without having to go through a centralized exchange. That's the little highlighted topic that XRP Drop says there, right? Infrastructure versus user experience. So think about that. 2.5 billion in real world assets, and gives users the means to borrow without having to go through a centralized exchange. And what has just recently been announced as a proposal? Why do you think RippleX take the time to highlight this proposal They didn't have to let the cat out of the bag about this proposal, but this lending protocol, but they did. So it's important to understand it, right? So tokenized, right? T-bills. You can earn yield on them. This is going to be a model, in my humble opinion, for revenue generating for the company Ripple. And in my opinion, it's going to be liquidity pools of their Ripple stablecoin and XRP. With a lending protocol thing, ethos to it, that is going to allow people to borrow the stablecoin, okay, which is going to create a kind of demand, if you will, for the asset XRP. So let me see if I can't find here. And it's going to, you know, it's going to come with some type of technology or feature, very, very similar to what MakerDAO has. Makers has something called the smart burn mechanism. Smart burn mechanism. Let me read this real quick. And so I don't know if the path finding that Ripple has, or if it's going to be the continuous auction mechanism, but they're going to have something that is similar to this smart burn mechanism for makers. So the MakerDAO smart burn engine, SBE, operates as a sophisticated automated system designed to enhance the intrinsic value and market stability of the Maker token. Remember, it's 2 tokens currently. They're getting ready to change it. Two tokens in the MakerDAO system. It's the Maker token, think XRP, and it's the DAI stablecoin, think Ripple's stable. In the MakerDAO system, people who borrow, pay stability fee interest when they take out loans. The fee is also paid in DAI, the stablecoin of the platform. Over time, these fees accumulate, leading to a surplus of the stablecoin DAI within the MakerDAO system. Ideally, DAI should maintain its peg, however, blah, blah, blah. If there's more DAI in circulation than demanded, its value could start, blah, blah, blah. The smart burn engine comes into play to counteract this potential imbalance. It uses the surplus DAI to purchase and burn Maker tokens, right? Burning means permanently removing these tokens from circulation by reducing the supply of the MKR token, right? Let me say this again. It uses the surplus stablecoin to purchase and buy the XRP token. Say that again. It uses the surplus DAI, Ripple stablecoin, to purchase and burn the MKR XRP token. Burning means permanently removing these tokens from circulation. This supply reduction is intended to create deflationary pressure on the Maker MKR XRP token, potentially increasing its value over time and enhancing the economic resilience of the MakerDAO system. Right? Now here's another part, I think. So surplus DAI, just as an example of what can be done on the XRPL. Surplus DAI, which is the stablecoin, is used to swap for MKR on the Uniswap V2 DAI Maker pool. Now, you know, on the XRPL, we got these liquidity pools coming. Expect the liquidity pool with the Ripple stablecoin and XRP. Additional DAI is matched with the purchased Maker and used to provide liquidity into the Uniswap V2 DAI Maker pool. The LP tokens are then transferred to protocol-owned addresses and locked up, right? Typical LP stuff. To date, around 16 million in stable coins, and the DAI stablecoin has been expended 16 million in DAI to acquire Maker. So again, just put the Ripple stablecoin in place and put the XRP token in place of MKR. So to date, around 16 million in the Ripple stablecoin has been expended to acquire XRP. Why do I say that? Because the definition of vision, in my humble opinion, is seeing it before the masses see it. I believe Ripple and the team over there have realized the model is not just the stable coin thing, right? Because it is a big market. It's not just that. It, in my opinion, it is this revenue generating cash cow that is the Maker DAO ethos. The difference between Maker and what they're doing and what will, I believe Ripple will do is all these features that Maker has is built on top of Ethereum. So there is a, right, there is that hard egg that is the Ethereum gas thing, gas fees. And on the XRPL, these features will be native to the XRPL. It's going to be native to the XRPL. So this translates to a notable addition of 32 million in DAI in liquidity to the Uniswap V2 DAI Maker pool. This deepens the liquidity available while ensuring, let me say this again, this deepens the liquidity available. That's awesome for us people LPing. This deepens the liquidity available while ensuring a steady buy pressure on MKR. All you got to do is replace that with XRP, in my humble opinion. This deepens the liquidity available while ensuring a steady buy pressure on XRP. Contingent on the protocol surplus remaining above 50 million. And again, Ripple, the Ripple X team, they'll come together, they'll get a business model, they'll get a business ethos, they'll figure some stuff out, right? You know, the first iteration of this Maker DAO ethos probably won't be correct. Remember, this smart burn engine from the Maker DAO thing just came about in July of, I believe it was July of 2023, if I'm not mistaken. So they keep making new iterations and new iterations. They keep doing things to make that ethos better. But in any case, I mean, they get ready to, yeah, it says right here, Maker DAO introduced a smart burn engine in July of 2023. You understand what I'm saying? So will Ripple get this exactly right in the beginning? Probably not, but just, again, look to where this is going. I mean, think about what they got going on right now. I'm going to stop this share. You know, supply, pressure, demand, constant demand for the asset XRP, leveraging the stablecoin in this model with lending protocol, giving borrowers, users the opportunity to borrow. Look, this is where it is. This is, in my opinion, this is what Ripple is doing. Ripple is going to be the Maker DAO of the XRPL. That's what it's looking like to me. Until I see otherwise, I'm going to stick to that one. Because a native lending protocol, fam, a native lending protocol, an AMM native to the XRPL, a DEX native to the XRPL, with the stable coin, It's just checking the boxes, in my opinion, to the Maker DAO ethos. One that benefits, generates revenue, that benefits just me thinking the Ripple stockholders, shareholders, and benefits the XRP holders because of this demand, this burn thing, and creating demand for XRP, but also giving us as XRP holders the ability to lend our XRP, and if we want, borrow as well. Exciting stuff. So I'm really, really excited. I can't wait to see this stuff coming to fruition for sure. Sorry, fam. There it is. This wraps up your XRP Ripple daily news in around 0 to 10 minutes. I hope that it has been of value to you. If it has, do me a favor and hit that like button. And if you've been hanging out, listening to the Crypto Seeds, and you've enjoyed those hangouts, please consider subscribing to the channel. And don't forget to ring that notification bell, baby, so that you know whenever we go live or whenever we upload a video. I'm going to end this one like I do all my videos and remind you guys this. Old money doesn't want you to win. But that's okay, though, because you and I, we're already winning. And I would ask you to consider this, perhaps ponder the idea or notion of living your life permissionless. I'll talk to you guys soon. See ya.